Hi, welcome to Essex Bricks. My name's Chris. This is our little Lego channel. What we're talking about today, well, it's going to be those educational sets, new ones that have been released. Are they any good? Normally it's straight to schools and colleges, but they're now trying to sell them at homes. So let's see what they're all about. Before I go any further, if you think the glasses are wonky, I've literally just dropped them and trod on them, so I've had to order some new ones. So if they do look a bit wonky, do apologise. They're just broken and I've broken the arm on them. So anyway, enough waffling, let's crack on with the video. The sets used to be, well, there used to be a Spike set, as you can see here. This was retired. There is a little bit of news on this one though. So the Lego Education Spike Prime and Spike Essentials are retiring from June the 30th, 26. So there's no more software support. Sorry, there will be software support until June the 30th, 2031. Schools are going to be encouraged though to transition to the new computer science and AI kits that are arriving mid-2026. We'll come on to that bit at the end of the video. So if there's any teachers watching, if you want to know a bit about that, we will tackle that near the end. This, though, is going to be about the 4 sets that are coming. So we've got, let me just go back to the proper screen. So we've got 4 sets: the Arctic Animal Sciences, Moon Mission Science, Arctic Animals, and the Mars Mission. So like I say, there's 4 sets. I think there's 2 at 44.90. Yeah, 2 at 44.99 and 1 at 89.99. So we'll go through the bits and bobs quickly. There's 461 pieces. This one is basically, you get what you see on the screen here. And how best to explain this? Hold on, I've just got to turn this off so it doesn't disturb. There we go. Turn that off. Sorry about that. Anyway, so you've got to build up a wall here which stops the penguin sliding into the hole. This one you've got to build teeth on, and with this one you've got to put the like aerial on top of the whale. It'll come more to it as we get through it. Anyway, there is a video. If I go down, there it is. So we'll go through the video. Should I expand it? Yeah, let's expand it. And we press play. If I get this out of the way, that should drop this down. I've had to stop the sound because probably get demonetized for the thing, even though not monetized, so it doesn't really matter. So you can see this one, you're just building the little wall to stop the penguin falling through. On this one, you're building teeth so it can pick up the krill and the stuff from the seabed. And on that one, you're placing like a radar detection on top of the whale. And that is it. That is all that is. I'll be bluntly honest, on that set, I think it is a complete and utter waste. It's just, you'd learn more from just doing a normal Lego build than that kind of thing. And if you're going by this just to like plan a thing so it doesn't fall down a hole, there's a lot cheaper and more better toys out there than buying a Lego set with just a specific hole in it. $44.99 for this kind of set is expensive. Some people I know are buying these, and where I've got an image somewhere here. There it is. There is somebody, or I say somebody, there are people who are going to purchase. I've got to take these glasses off, they're annoying the hell out of me. There are people who are aiming to buy these sets just for pieces and just for these minifigures, because these are unique minifigures that you're not going to see again. And people are saying, oh, I'm just going to purchase these for these. For $44.99, unless you're a real collector and you want all the minifigures and that, or you need these pieces, because there are some unique pieces in it. We go back up again. You don't get many like coral coloured pieces. Or what's that? Salmon pink, isn't it really? If you're buying this for an educational tool, I would say steer away from this one. There are more cheaper and better options than this one to get. I've had to stick the glasses back on because I've just realised I can't see a thing I'm doing. So this one is the Moon Mission Kit. We'll go through the pieces here. So you get 519 pieces, so you get a bit more than the last set. Couple of minifigures again. So we'll just go quickly pan around. It's not much of a muchness, isn't it, really? But as you can tell, one's meant to be the moon. If I can just get that to spin around again. So one of these plates is the moon, one of them is the earth. So that's what they're leaning on here. So if we go down, where is it? Here it is. We'll do the same again. We'll go through this one. Let me just explode. Don't want the music, thank you. So you build something that makes the rocket take off and land. Do the little flag. Oh, I keep moving that and I don't mean to. And then you're just building like little devices there for how you would like grow food and stuff. I mean, there's more. I think that is even worse than the first one, because if we go back, let's go back to here. So they're building a little spaceship there on the little Technic bit there and lifted it up and around. I don't see how somebody with that would be going, oh yeah, that's how it all works. Again, there's better tools to teach children this at a lot cheaper prices. There's going to be pop-up books that are going to be better than this for children. Again, for $44.99, I would severely recommend people just going, no, this is not, if you're doing it as an educational tool, this is not the right way. Again, minifigures are quite cool. These will be collectors. I've got no doubt whatsoever that these minifigures will be collector's items, because they're not going to be appearing anything else, really. And I think that's where Lego have gone with this. They've stuck the minifigures in and the different coloured pieces, because again, the salmon pink's going to be quite hard to find. And people will buy this just for them and just for some of these pieces. And there's a few people I know who are picking this set up just for that reason. Next up, the Arctic Animals Science Kit, £89.99. A lot more pieces with this one, 1,134. So with this one, you've got to design a boat that's able to go down a slide. You've got to make sure that the polar bear can get to the other side of the, let's call it ice ridge. Got to build something there to collect. You've got to build up the deers. What else have we got? And then you've got this thing collecting, well, basically poop. And I think you can guess what I'm trying to say here, but it's not great, is it? I mean, I know I'm going back a bit, but educational sets I remember for Lego used to be like the Technic, or the ones with the batteries where you'd be learning how to connect up batteries, and Technic sets to make things properly move with cogs and stuff. This looks, for me, this is just too simplistic. Minifigures, again, are okay, but you know what I'm saying, think about them now, so I'm not going to say that anymore. And is there, here we go. So if I just go turn that off, let's see what the young lady's doing with this set. So yeah, she's got to build a boat that survives going down that slant. Got the animal there and got to create something that's able to scoop up the poo. And then what else have we got? Deers, and having to make a habitat, and he's got to make sure that his claws are able to get him over to the edge. Yeah, I think you've got my gist now with these kind of sets. They're overpriced for what they are. I mean, if I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments down below, but I just find these vastly overpriced for what they are. And the last one is the Mars Mission Science Kit, £89.99. Let's just go straight to the video, shall we, really? It's exactly the same as all the other ones in like minifigures and stuff like that. Let me turn that noise off. Here we go. So he's got to build like a G-force spinner there. Got to build a lander that can survive a crash. See, that one actually I think is quite cool. And that one, they've got to build a shield that's able to deflect the meteors. Got a moon buggy there. Out of all these sets, this is the one I think that's got more going for it. There's stuff there that I think is legitimately quite good that you can reuse and do again. Let's see that again, because like I say, the G-force spinner, that's quite cool. So you're learning about balance and all the rest of it. This one, you're learning about how things need to be shock absorbed and all the rest of it. This one is like an element of force and being able to move the force away, or the force hitting a solid object and how that has to be deflected across. This one has a lot more going for it. And if I'm right, I think it's got the poorest of the minifigures. Yeah, they've not done much with this lady here. The others are okay. But I would suggest, out of the sets, this one's probably got the poorest set of minifigures. 933 pieces. Is it worth £89.99? No, I'm going to put it there that this isn't worth £89.99. But if you are going to buy one of these educational sets, this one I think is the one you'd aim for more than the others. It's got a lot more going for it, and I think it's got more... well, there's two things going for it. One, it's got more ability to like have a more of a shelf life than like, oh, I've built this and it's done. You're able to manipulate this and someone will play with it a lot more than I think the others will. And if you really wanted to, the sell on for this is highly more likely than the other three sets. I think this one you can package up, and if you wanted to sell it on afterwards on a Vinted or on eBay, you'll be able to do that as well. So at the moment there's only 4 kits for Lego Education. There is kits coming for schools in April 2026. There's 4 of them lined up at the moment. Is it 4 or 1, 2, 3? 4? Yeah, 4 of them lined up at the moment. Lego Education Computer Science and AI, years 1 to 3, estimated between £300 and £400 per classroom for 4 students. So I'm taking it you'd have to spin it around the classroom with all the students. Between years 4 and 6, £400 to £500 per classroom for 4 students. And then from years 7 to 9, £420 to £460 approximately per classroom for 4 students. For bundles for 24 students, they're typically saying between £2,500 and £3,200 depending on the age range. But that's all by the by. The sets will include Lego bricks, interactive hardware, coding canvas software, chargers, and 30 curriculum aligned lessons. It would be focusing on coding, computer science fundamentals, and safe age appropriate AI literacy. These kits are sold to primary schools and education providers and not standard retail Lego. So if you're after this kind of tech, you will have to contact Lego directly, and then they'll be able to get the information for you. So that's all the schooly type stuff. Back to these ones. I've got to be honest, out of all of them, the only one I liked was the Mars Mission Science Kit, and even then I think it's still overpriced. But what do you think? Let us know in the comments down below if you think these kits are any good or you think it's a waste of time. Be really interested to know what you think. My opinion, I think it is really... they've added these minifigures knowing even if they can't sell the sets for what they are, people will buy them for the unique minifigures, which is a shame, but I think that's primarily why they've added these different minifigures. But what do you think? Again, let us know. I'm going to disappear now because I've got other stuff to do today. Hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, please hit that like button, and if you're not already, please hit the subscribe button. We'll do videos like this every week. Well, not like this one, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I'm going to disappear. Hope you're all okay and well, and we will see you all again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.